Ni hao, and welcome back to the Chinese campaign. So yeah, things are happening. We're fighting the French and also the Americans, although we haven't actually had any battles with the Americans yet. But we're about to start invading the West Philippines. The US and France both have a lot of ships in this region. Let's see. Cruiser has no DDs. One DD. They had some pretty big task forces here also. Somewhere. Yeah, there we go. Battleships. More battleship. And more battleship. What does France have? Battlecruisers. And a battleship. And the French battlecruisers are not really bad. Not perfect in any way. A little bit overpriced for what they are, but really not bad. And they're faster than mine, so if they want to keep a distance, then there's not really much I can do about that. So, anyway, July 1959, let's go. Our government wants to threaten Spain to accept our terms or go to war. I mean, I'm not sure where Spain is politically. Are they aligned with the US and France? I have to check and get back to the government maybe next turn. Austria-Hungary wants to have a war. Wow, you can get plus 70 relations. 16 billion though. I mean, I can afford it, but it's still... I guess we're just gonna take the war. Let's see, we're striking. And we have a battle. It's the Timus, and they're fighting a bunch of cruisers and DD, a lot of DDs. Yeah, these are the same ones we've encountered before, which is nice. They don't have like amazing torpedo range or anything, so should be able to gun them down. Let's fight. Alright. And it is kind of foggy. That's not great, but it is what it is. Okay, I just added... I wanted it to follow, but fine. Heavy cruisers. Oh, these are the new ones I designed. The not very fast, not very good, but very inexpensive heavy cruiser. That is, well, it's got something good going for it. It's got almost light cruiser levels of ASW, so they're actually very good at escorting task forces and keeping them safe from submarines. Let's see, DDs, you can just be one big happy family. Heavy light cruisers, I mean, you can just follow the heavies around. Especially Dreadnoughts, you're not that fast. That's a metal snake. It is kind of fast. This basically is the light cruiser version of those heavy cruisers I made. Anyway, we're good to go. Let's just find the enemy. In fact, Suji, you're gonna detach. You're gonna be my scout. Dreadnoughts, you might as well just join the division of the heavy cruisers because you got the same top speed. And the weather is holding my light cruisers back a little bit. Let's see. I'm just gonna keep sailing until I spot them. Did they start at like 70 kilometers again? There we go. Found them. What's the range? 45 kilometers, so a little bit out of range. But at least they are visible. We're gonna do the opening torpedo volley again. I think we are. Suji already taking some fire. Are you in torpedo range of that? Almost? I mean, if we can get some early torpedoes out from the light cruiser as well, that's just fine. And again, much like in the last video, the main gun line is not really capable of catching up to the enemy formation, so we're just gonna have to hope that they try to come towards us. And try to not completely scare them away with the DDs. Light cruisers went invisible. Might want to have this light cruiser of my own stick around for spotting. So I can actually see what my torpedoes are aiming at. That's not great. And I think we're going to start smoking. One torpedo for you, one torpedo for you. And some here, and there. Alright. I'm just gonna have to hope that they actually launch. Jing Jing 2 has launched. How many of you have launched now? You have launched. You have launched. You have launched. And you have launched. Alright. Suji, you can also launch if you want to. My battleships are firing. There you go. Last torps out from my light cruiser. Who's already scored 1 torpedo hit. The DD torpedoes have not really made it to the enemy yet, but they are on the way. There they come. Okay, these are in decent shape. You've eaten a... wow, that's one very, very expensive light cruiser. That's more than what my battleship cost. I've got a torpedo it way out here. But other than that, not really too many hits. Oh, I spoke too soon. I guess we just have to gun down those two light cruisers. And DDs, you can just stick around here. Gonna have to bring that light cruiser back for spotting purposes. Yeah, we got 4 torpedo hits. Not amazing, but it's something. In terms of hit rate, it's pretty poor, but... let's see. Hualong. Yuanjun. Tianpei. Timu. Yangzhou. There we go. Guns are starting to be effective. Yeah, both of these are 1.6 billion light cruisers. How about the heavies? 900 mil. 745. Yeah. Kind of pricey. Also, all secondaries on the DDs. One heavy cruiser down. Let me not be surprised by any random long-range torpedoes here. Nice. Again, quite nice. Yep, DD's getting wrecked. I just want to select some targets here again because things went invisible for a little while. And all of you secondaries on that one. Heavy cruisers. I don't really want all of them firing at the same target. Oops. Accidentally move ordered you. Good thing I noticed, or you'd be sailing straight into the DD formation. Very nice. How expensive are these DDs? Oh yeah, they're very cheap. So it's not as if they're worth a lot in terms of victory points, but I would still like to get them just out of the region. Rochambeau is wounded, so we can catch up to her if she tries to run. Send some cruisers or the battle cruiser after it. There goes Glaive. Any moment now. Let's pick out some more targets. Huolong. Guangchun. Still targeting that cruiser. Secondaries still on the closest DD. And this should be over pretty soon, because we've assigned at least one ship to each of the enemy targets. And as soon as one target goes, I'm just going to let them pick their own target after that. Rochambeau is not going to last much longer, and that was the kill shot, I think. Yes, it was. They're down to just a couple of DDs, which are very wounded and surrounded. I'm not sure if this one launched or if the torpedoes just exploded, but I'm gonna turn the light cruiser away. Anyway, actually, you can just get it closer. Start putting those 3-inch guns to use. Not that there's any need for it. Yeah, that was pretty overwhelming. Let's see if the Americans have shown up. And yes, they are. Vermont class battleship. And that's a tiny one. Inexpensive. Slow. It's probably like a modernized dreadnought of some type. 10 13.5-inch guns. Okay. So yeah, these are the ships that are kind of low on ammo, but we don't have that many targets, so I think we should be okay. All right, let's see if we can find them. So I got these kind of fast heavy cruisers in their own division, and they're actually gonna operate independently. I got these cheap, slower heavy cruisers just following the battle cruisers. Battle cruisers have their guns turned off just to begin with. Let's see, you guys can speed up a little bit. There we go. Because I don't want them wasting what little ammo they have just firing at super long range, because they're gonna run out so quickly because they have a very fast rate of fire. Light cruisers just worrying about here. So I'm just gonna bring them in when whenever needed. In fact, just follow these cruisers here. Shima has spotted Wyoming at a range of 60 kilometers almost. Minus 12% draft. So it should be a pretty stable firing platform. And yeah, it's some kind of a New York looking ship. Lots of armor. And this hull actually has pretty good resistance as well, so it should be quite tanky. Only 13.5-inch guns though. And Citadel 4 and triple bottom. Yeah, she should be able to take a few hits. But she can't really dish it out. Not to the level that my battleships can. And Wyoming is almost in range of my torpedoes. Yeah, you can smoke up already. I could see that was gonna hit. And you can smoke up. Alright. All of you just target Wyoming. You guys target Wyoming. No, target the cruiser. Wyoming and Wyoming. Free to launch. Not fully stocked up on torpedoes though. Yeah, I think that's enough torpedo fun for you guys. These guys with the 8-inch guns are already firing. Let's take a look at the American cruisers. Oh, before it explodes. Charlotte, very little armor. 4 10.5-inch guns. 25 knot top speed. Not very good. Quincy, light cruiser. No armor. big price tag. Okay. I would have put one turret up here, but I guess they didn't need to, or didn't feel the need. DDs have... Really? One torpedo tube each. I mean, I guess they're probably decent gunboats? Sure, yeah. Where's the bottom? Double. Sure thing. Let's take a look at the torpedoes here. And I think that's a pretty decent little thumbnail. Can you actually see the torpedoes in the water? Yeah, like so. Would probably have been better if we could score a midship torpedo hit though. And these torpedoes look very good. They're gonna do some damage. You guys, before you run yourself out of ammunition, I would like 2 of you to target this light cruiser. Are we gonna get any hits on that battleship? Maybe this one? Yep, looking good. 2 torpedo hits on Wyoming. But we're about to take some in return. Full handbrake turn on the Yao Ning. Too late. Let's see, what are my battleships firing at? They're all firing at that poor cruiser. Because the enemy battleship is invisible. It's behind the smoke screen. Shima can keep targeting the Charlotte. Actually, all your guns off until that battleship is visible and in no danger of suddenly going invisible again. It's the dumb Quincy blocking my line of sight from the cruisers. Time to send out the light cruisers. Zubin, Heatsen, you may now fire. Oh, all you guys are out of ammo. Oh well. Did some damage to Quincy first though. Now, battle cruisers. You're about to get your guns activated. I just wonder if we're actually gonna see some good effective hits on that battleship. And if the Liaoning will be able to get away. It's been slowed down a lot. There we go. Effective hits on Wyoming. All engines out. Another flooding hit. That was a 16.3 from Heatsen. Wyoming goes down. Yeah, we're not too far away from the main enemy fleet now. Let me just micromanage some targeting again. Because I've got limited ammo. I need my targeting to be on point. Light cruiser is starting to work on the DDs. Battleship secondaries. You can also target the DDs. One single enemy DD torpedo coming in. Light cruiser Quincy goes down. How much was she worth? I forgot. 841. Oh yeah, that's right. They don't have secondaries. My light cruisers. So yeah, just DDs left. In fact, battleships and battlecruisers, guns off. Your secondaries can fire if you want to. But the light cruisers can basically take care of the rest by themselves without much trouble. So there's no need wasting ammunition that I might need next month. And there we go. That was the last one. Now, what did the most to Wyoming? Torpedoes and 18-inch guns. 16s were not super effective. '16s did a lot to Quincy, though. Alright. So now we know what the... Well, at least the Vermont-class battleships. The Americans might have some other battleships, too. Not terribly impressive. Let's see. Transport losses. Not too bad. Argentina wants to buy one Wuxi-class battlecruiser. Decent profit, but right now I might need my shipbuilding capacity for repairs, so that can wait. Okay. Another one of those battle cruisers. And we got the Vittoria, the Italian battleship. Alright. Before I forget, I'm just going to turn up my crew training. Turn it down in peacetime. 100% here. 100% there. What do we have here? Oh, lots of Dutch ships. Okay, and we know the Vicksburg class light cruisers not terribly good, and the these all Swayze class with one torpedo each. Also not very good, but they had some armor and decent guns. So they're probably not too bad in a DD on DD fight. Heavy cruiser on light cruiser. Ooh, battleship on two heavy cruisers. I'm defending a convoy. Seattle class, okay. And here we got heavy cruiser on... Oh, another kind of heavy cruiser. 1.6 billion. Expensive. Let's do the... let's do this one first, actually. Might save the strike for next episode. Alright, Timu class battleship. Let's see what you can do. Being all alone. 21.6 knots. That is fine. It's cruising speed. Not that much slower, actually, than the enemy heavy cruisers. Because they only had a top speed of 25 knots or so. And there they are. 42 kilometers. It's gonna turn parallel. And shots are going out. Let's just go bow in first. Until I get a little bit closer. So you guys had torpedoes. These are long range torps. And you switch targets. I didn't ask for that. I'm gonna keep going in. And just not mind the XY turrets not firing. There we go. Good hit. Half deck overpen actually. With HE. How close are we? 22 kilometers. Decent chance to hit. That's gonna be one hit. We can load AP now. Get some flooding. Oh, I say, just as we get flooding with the HE. But we're still going to try the AP. See if that can get us better results. Oh, it's the wrong time. Darn it. And also, as you can see, I'm running a little bit short on HE. Because these are carrying increased AP. Okay, Pittsburgh has taken some flooding. She's not going to go anywhere. There you go, some more flooding. So we can do to St. Louis. Maybe close in first. Oh, here comes the weather. Yeah, 4.4 on the main belt. Yeah. It's probably just gonna be a, yeah, over pens if I hit the main belt with AP. HE should wreck it though at this range. But I want to get some flooding with AP first. Slow it down, make it easier to hit. Then switching to HE. It is unlimited supply. Let's see, Pittsburgh doing 16.8. St. Louis still doing 19 point something. Anyang 18.6. Oh, torpedo. Very nice. Dodged it though. Did take one. That I just didn't notice. And two more. Darn it. Those came at me fast without me seeing them. Yeah, there are oxygen torpedoes, so in addition to having long range, they also have like minus 40% visibility. Come on, get some flooding on St. Louis. It shouldn't be that hard. Flooding or engine damage, maybe. I was just about to turn because I saw she had launched torpedoes. And there were the torpedoes. Here we go. Another couple of AP hits, and then we're switching to HE. Yeah, you're not going anywhere now. And back to HE, I guess. Another couple of hits like that, and she's a goner. Now actually loading AP on her own, and Pittsburgh is left. Now back to the HE. Okay, nice. AP seemed to work fine. There we go. Good pens with some flooding. And some more flooding. And another couple of flooding hit, or maybe just one, and she's done. And there she goes. Anyang. Doing pretty well. And yeah, before I forget, Spain. My government wanted to threaten Spain. They're not really allied with the US, so I don't get that, but they're almost at war with Britain, who is friendly towards me. Somehow, Spain is allied to Japan. I'm also actually allied to Japan. I said yes to an alliance because I thought it would bring me closer to war with the US or France. That's the only reason. So how's that gonna work if I go to war with Spain? Japan is allied to both of us. I don't know. As I said, the strike mission here against the battlecruiser, we're doing that one next time. We can do cruiser on cruiser. Xing'an, cheap, heavy cruiser. Milan, quite expensive light cruiser. Let's go. Time to see if these are actually decent. They're not intended for this kind of work, being alone up against an enemy cruiser. But maybe they can do it. 424 million. Let's see, what was you worth? Was it 900? Yeah. So, twice as costly as this one. That one's gonna hit. Didn't do much, but it was a hit. You had for armor nothing. Now, did you have torpedoes? Yes, you did. 15.3 kilometer torps. Lots of them. 0.7 on the main deck. I'm at around 15,000, so I can pen 1.5 inches with HE. That should be enough. Oh, there we go, flooding. More flooding with HE. And I don't think she's able to outrun me anymore. Nope. Yeah, I think we got her. And there she goes. Victory. Very nice. Xinjiang of the Xing'an class. Yeah, not bad. I did not have high hopes for that class of cruisers, other than for their very specific job of just following the battleships and protecting them from submarines and DDs and stuff. But seems they can do this also. But that's about it for this time. We got some battles waiting for us next time. And oh, also army doing work, invading Laos, which is good because that has no sea border, so I cannot naval invade it. So yeah, it's good that the guys are doing the work. Goodbye and take care.